The following podcast may contain adult language and an abundance of chet chet.
Chet, chet, chet.
So get ready, nerds, because we're talking C, Season 3, Episode 3. This land is your land. Welcome, everybody, and thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode of the Salty Nerd Podcast. We're talking our favorite TV show, C, Season 3, Episode 3, This Land is Your Land. I am joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader's here. What's up, dude?
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
You ready?
I don't know. I'm like, huh? What? Yeah, but there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, I got you. Judah's also here.
Hello.
Hello. You scare me every time.
Hello.
Hello. Matt the Cadish is also here.
I am so happy that this show has slid back into season 1 levels of ridiculousness because season 2 was really good and it was really hard to kind of make fun of like how good it was getting. This season, they heard us and they're like, okay, nerds, here you go.
Yeah.
It's the final season. We're going to burn it down.
They're throwing us a couple bones.
I don't know what they're thinking, but this episode was absolutely ridiculous.
It was all right.
Let's get into it.
I feel like it was better than the last one.
I'm actually having fun with this.
I'm having fun. I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
Look, don't get me wrong. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you know what?
But I'm having fun
you know
watching
why I'm
it.
having fun with it? Because it's all about how fucking stupid Kofun is.
This was really the Kofun
This
episode.
is Kofu's season.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
a pouty little self-absorbed cunt is what he is.
God
it is
damn.
Unbelievable how
Yeah.
fucking stupid this kid
The
is.
decisions this guy is making is real questionable, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And yet very consistent with his character.
Very consistent.
Very
This is
consistent.
true. I think they heard us. They were like, well, he's not going to be redeemed. There's no way. How can he be?
I just hope he
Great.
dies at this point.
I'm so on board.
He got stabbed twice this episode.
I don't want him to die. Like I want him to just die. And it really,
Just wipe it off. Rub some dirt on it.
I want him to like go up to the SS
DirecTV.
Direct TV and just like have the satellite dish just fall on him.
That'd be an appropriate end to the story.
Didn't see that satellite dish. Boom.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, that would be perfection.
Fucking Momoa's over there. Kofun. All right, let's get into
boy
this.
was
We're going to take a
fighting.
quick break, and then Candice is going to break down this episode scene by scene. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're glad you guys are here. Make sure to comment below. If you're brand new here, if you're just starting out, make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. We will be right back. Stay tuned. All right.
Must be one hell of a cock.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, if you love our abundance of salt and how we make fun of things, head over to saltynerdclub.com where we review some of the classic sci-fi TV shows of a past bygone era, such as Star Trek, the original series, Buck Rogers in the 25th century, and all kinds of other really fun stuff. We talk about our favorite episodes from those shows, and we make fun of them and have a great time. The 70s were sexy. So join up as soon as you can and get access to those Buck Rogers episodes. We do 4 exclusive podcasts every single month, completely ad-free for our club members, plus all of our other backlog content as well. We'd love to support. It's $5 a month. Tons of content for you guys to enjoy. So we'd love to support. Join us over there. It's a lot of fun. I've said that like 5 times. I swear it's true. So much fun.
Is it fun?
It's so fun.
How much?
Also,
How
it's
fun
really
is it?
fun.
It's wild fun.
Oh wow. Okay.
Is it wicked fun?
It's wicked fucking
Wicked.
fun, bro. All right. See, Season 3, Episode 3. Take it away, Kadish.
All right, season 3, episode 3, This Land is Your Land. The Queen's worthless royal guards are searching the whole town of Pensa looking for the escaped Sybeth Caine. A frustrated Tamakta June says that Sibeth has either managed to flee the city or she's incredibly well hidden. So far, only the royal guard knows Sibeth is missing, but don't worry, they're all sworn to secrecy, which explains why Rosencrantz and Guildenstern never spill the tea about what happens during their shift. But since Harlan knows that all the royal guards suck at their jobs, he guesses that the nobles of Pensa will know about Sibeth's escape soon enough. With the peace treaty with the Trivantians hanging in the balance, Maghra orders Harlan to stall Ambassador Trover with his dick if necessary. Harlan has no idea what he's going to say, but goes off to woo Ambassador Trover anyway. Tamakta June notes that Harlan must have one hell of a cock to charm Trover into staving off war, and Maghra points out, like, I wouldn't know that, totally.
I've never even seen it.
You know, I'm finding myself weirdly attracted to Maghra this year.
Really?
Yeah. In a weird way that I wasn't in the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's like, hey, she's kind of got this weird Queen Caine / Maghra kind of weird mashup thing going on, and I'm kind of into it.
It's the bells, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know. She just looks different this year to me. Anybody else
No.
picking up on that? No?
She's Maghra.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're having fun with it, though.
It's when she's all done up in her queen garb.
She's wearing less furs because she doesn't live in the mountains anymore.
She still has that feather earpiece, though.
There's just
Yeah.
there's just something about her I'm into a little bit more now. Don't know what.
I just like how Tamakta June thinks that Harlan's an idiot, but he's like, he must have a great cock.
Oh, that line was so perfect, and the way it was, he was just like, "It must be one hell of a cock," and it's fucking hilarious. And then Maghra, who's already walked away at this point, again proves that she can hear everything because he like whispered that under his breath, and she's like, "I wouldn't know."
I think
So-
it would have been really funny if she'd have been like, "It's not his cock, it's his mouth. It's got a really good mouth."
A mouth ear is like, or an ear.
Yeah, Ayura, and then they send Tamakta June was like, "We've sent all of the Ayuras and all of the Sentiers around, and they can't find her." So
Yeah,
she must be really
they
well
have
hidden.
like
So-
dogs looking for
So
her.
basically, she took a bath.
Something
They
like
didn't
that.
have the dogs walk through the palace.
No, she smeared poop over her face to throw off the scent.
But wasn't the other episode somebody? Was it Charlotte? Was like, "Stop! There's somebody in your room."
No,
like,
that's this episode later on.
was that this episode?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
like people can hear heartbeats from
Yeah.
through walls and shit.
I just think it's funny how it's become a joke how bad the Pensa guards are.
Yeah,
Like the royal guard is supposed to be like the last line of defense for the queen, and they just fail on every
They're just
level.
bodies.
I didn't even see the boys in this episode.
I don't think they were here.
They were gone.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
the queen's not imprisoned anymore, so
Yeah.
they're off shift.
Well, there's also like there's supposed to be like guards just like guarding the palace,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, there should be palace guards around.
Yeah,
in the
but
palace,
but,
right?
but nowhere to be found. Maybe they're off searching for Sibeth or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
I just think it's funny that like they're literally like they got search dogs out. They're going door to door, and Harlan's like, oh, like or Tamakta June basically says, we're keeping it a secret. What's happening? It's like, wait,
How? Hey, what's going on? You good? You good?
you got any murderous queens in there?
Have you seen? No, you haven't. Have you heard?
Do you guys mind if we bring our dogs in? We gotta look for some stuff.
Have you seen our new dog? No, you haven't. Shit. Have you? Do you know about our new dogs?
It's so ridiculous. All right, continue on, Kish.
Keep it a secret.
Let's keep going.
All right. Hanawa is hanging out with Baba Voss in the Pensa prison, trying to soothe him over Paris's death. But Baba just isn't mourning Paris, he's also mourning Bowlion as well. Maghra comes by and wants to speak with Baba alone, but Hanawa's like, how dare you lock up my daddy? And Maghra's like, if I didn't lock him up, he'd try to kill the ambassador again. And Hanawa's like, no, he wouldn't. And Baba's like, no, I totally tried to kill that bitch again. After Hanawa fucks off, Baba Voss says he doesn't understand why Maghra kept Sibeth alive. And Maghra asks if it was so easy for Baba to kill his brother. And Baba should have replied, it wasn't easy, but it had to be done. But instead, Maghra just admits that it was a terrible mistake not killing Sibeth. Baba Voss warns Maghra not to make another mistake with the Trivantians, but Maghra is able to convince Baba to behave himself for the sake of peace, at least for a little while longer. She also needs Baba to talk to Kofun because Kofun is still a weak bitch little shit who has no idea how to be a dad. When Maghra agrees to free Baba Voss, but doesn't have the keys to the jail, Baba just breaks through the door like it's nothing and then apologizes for breaking Maghra's dungeon, while the audience is thinking, wait, that's not how dungeons are supposed to work.
That's exactly how that dungeon's supposed to work.
how that works.
That was the most perfect ending to the scene that I ever could have been.
It's like
I am just here to appease you for the moment.
I love
while
that.
I sober up and
Yeah.
get a little rest. He was basically protecting himself from everybody else,
Right.
because he can escape anytime.
I love that bit.
It's
That
so
was
good.
fucking hilarious. This whole scene was a lot of fun though, especially the back and forth between Hanawa and
Hannah
Maghra.
was annoying.
She is getting kind of annoying.
Hell. It's
Her
like,
dialogue is ridiculous.
bitch, shut up and just go do something. It's just you.
That's
all
the
she
thing
does
with-
is whine.
That's the thing with both the twins. Are they twins? Yeah, they're twins.
Yeah, they're twins.
The both of them. They're
Useless.
They have the same.
For being able
Yeah.
to see, they're useless.
It's driving me a little insane.
It's driving me a little nuts.
But like that, she's like, he would never do that. And Bubba's like, oh, I would totally do that.
I would.
Absolutely. You let me out of this place, I'm going to go kill somebody.
He literally goes, yes, I would.
Yeah.
Does Hannah know her dad at all? Like, what in the years of living with Baba Voss makes you think he wouldn't go back and do that?
I don't know. She was trying to give him a benefit of the doubt, I guess.
He's just a mountain man.
Yeah.
He's a hunter.
But
He
that-
wouldn't.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, my big thing with this is like, if you could just break through the gate by like running into it really hard, those 3 Witchfinders who were down there probably would have done that by now.
Well, they're
Don't
not
you think?
Baba
But they're not
Voss.
Baba Voss. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So Locks just like bow to Baba Voss's like iron
That's
locks.
right.
Well, no, he's like 7 feet tall, you know?
They're old 500-year-old rusty cage locks. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that even the dungeons suck in Pensa. Like they just don't do their jobs.
Pensa's.
They
Guys
don't. They
get a
don't.
new kingdom.
Listen, they don't make anything new in this world. They're using old rotten
In
shit.
Trevantis, they do.
Well, now that Baba broke the dungeon, where are they going to put their prison?
I mean,
I guess they did build a stockade like,
They're just
later
gonna put
on
him
in
in
the episode.
Sibeth's room. She's not using it anymore.
They can't even make their own bombs without somebody that can see to put it together.
Yeah.
So
You'd think that didn't Trivantis have blacksmiths though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can make new things.
Yeah.
Just not in Pensa.
Cervantes was
Yeah.
like a metropolis.
How are they mining this coal? You remember because the Pensa's like whole not ecosystem, but
Economy.
economy. Thank you. The whole economy is based off of the sale of coal to other cities.
I guess they're
Are there miners?
probably miners.
Are there people out there just chiseling away at rock and going like
They're of age, though.
Probably.
they're just like
Yeah, there's probably miners.
They're
Sure.
out- yeah, they're out
they're
there.
all they're all out there going to the bars after work with black lung and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I think I'm developing the
yeah.
That does bring up an interesting question. Like, how do blind miners operate?
look.
Dark down there. It's fine.
They're probably really dirty
They
because they're
don't-
feeling around the black coal. All the
Well,
time.
wouldn't you think like a bunch of Pensons in the background would just be covered in coal dust?
Yeah,
I
you
would
think.
like to see that. I would like
Yeah.
to see that. I mean, maybe the mine's like outside of the city limits,
Yeah.
and they're like they have their own
probably.
little community.
Harlan's got these minor slave camps outside town.
Hey guys, do the writers not know how coal works?
I don't know. I mean, I work in the industry of mining, so I kind of have an idea of how it works, and you generally need explosives to get the job done. So.
Yeah, and also
No,
like
you just need a pickaxe.
I was gonna say like do you need a pickaxe to mine coal? Like how exactly does that work?
Can you, when you're looking for the coal in the mines, does it feel different
Yes.
than the rest of the rock?
Yeah, 100%.
And when
It's like, oh, I got a vein right here.
Yes. No, that's not even a joke. Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
okay.
Yes.
When
So
you're panning for coal and you find some, do you go, coal?
that's not how that works.
You don't pan for coal?
That's not how that
Wow,
works.
that's really cool.
All right, let's
I really
move
want
on.
to go gold.
We're
panning.
really
How,
nitpicking this one.
how do you separate the coal from the normal rock
Pop it in the comments.
when you're blind?
I don't mind coal, but I can imagine it does feel different. Yeah, because the stuff that I mine feels
Do they have
different.
gold mines?
I'm sure they
Do
do.
they have silver mines?
Yeah.
So can't you make coal out of like wood? Like isn't there a way to do that?
Yeah, you can burn wood and turn it into charcoal, but it's not the same as like
Coal.
ore coal.
Huh.
It's lesser quality.
Because I know in season 1 at the House of Enlightenment, they had like a store of coal that they were using to like power
Yeah.
the house
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well, I know if you take a lump of coal and you stick it up someone's ass, if they're really uptight,
my
it
God.
turns into a diamond.
Moving on.
Learn something new every day.
No, I got the reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, guess who's back? If you guessed Lucian Bray, you'd be right. Turns out Tamakta June's ass beating didn't faze him at all, and he's back in town preaching against sight. This time, Kofun is listening to the sermon and is all like, "Ugh, this is boring. I'm going to go get drunk." Kofun goes to the smelly barrel where he even fails at getting drunk. As he fucks off, bartender Joe Stretche echolocates to some local hooligans who go follow Kofun and try to kill him because everyone fucking hates Kofun. So 4 blind dudes try to ambush Kofun, and despite Kofun's track record of being snuck up on by blind people not being all that great, he seems to have learned how to fight enough not to get snuck up on by blind people, at least until he gets snuck up on by blind people, who also almost kill him. Luckily, Charlotte, No, and Baba Voss show up in time to save Kofun's pathetic ass. Kofun is surprised to see his dad again, and Baba Voss wants to speak to his son, but Kofun's all like, "I don't want to talk to you, Dad," and storms off, and Charlotte's all like, "Aw, Baba got a dog," because No is way more interesting than Kofun.
100%.
No is-
100%.
Bro.
I
No is
hope the
awesome.
next episode is just No's perspective.
That would be a good show.
That would be
just like-
great.
She's totally down here.
It'd be called episode 5, No Nose.
I dig
Yes.
it. I dig it. So, all right. The comment that you made, like nobody likes Kofun, even the bartender,
Nobody likes him,
dude. Like the bartender's like, hey, that kid's here. Go fuck him up. And the whole crowd in the bar is like, all right, let's go fuck this kid up. I do, like, he did stand up for himself a little bit. He was going on, what, 5 people, 6 people? So, I mean, you know.
5, 6 blind people.
How dare you?
Well, but I mean, like, he just has to see where they're all at and then, like, not be
be
there.
there.
Trained fighters.
These aren't trained fighters. These were guys who were getting drunk in the local bar.
These are hooligans.
Yeah.
They're Witchfinders hooligans. They're not Witchfinders.
They're not Witchfinders. They're not soldiers. They're just dudes.
They're like if us 3 went down to a bar and you was like, hey, go kick those
The UFC
those
fighters'
UFC
ass.
fighters' asses. And we're like, okay. just one of them. Just like, go kick Frank Mir's ass. He's right over there. It's like, oh, okay, sure.
I got you.
There's 3 of us, only one.
I've had enough whiskey to think I can shake him, sure.
Like as they were setting this scene up for a moment, I thought Kofun had actually like learned how to like defend himself
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
fought in Green Hill Gap, right?
Yeah.
He survived that, but at the same time, it's like these guys just get the drop on him, and like he almost dies because he gets cut in the neck.
Yeah. What'd they say? An inch closer and they would have cut your
Inch
artery.
deeper.
Inch deeper, yeah. It was, I fell for it too. Like for a minute there, I was like, oh, Kofun's going to do some cool shit.
He's going to waste these dudes. Nope.
Big Daddy Baba had to come in and save his ass.
No, it was Charlotte that saved his ass.
Charlotte is my favorite character this season. She's got the best commentary. She's calling all these people out.
I loved how she was just like, "Oh, Baba, you got a dog."
I was like, no.
She's just she has the best perspective.
Yeah. She didn't give a shit.
Yeah, she's just so sunny all the time.
Yeah, I love her. Charlotte's my favorite character.
I like Harlan the best.
Harlan's got a good dick.
He does. It's an amazing.
But I mean, like Kofun, like he's still pissed at Baba for like fucking off, and he's just like, "I want to talk to you, Dad."
I don't care what Kofun's pissed off
I think
about.
I would have left too.
Go back to my room and listen to The Cure.
I'm going to smoke cigarettes.
They do still have vinyl players.
I know.
They could get a record and he could be moody in
You
his room.
guys don't even understand Monday's Black.
I'm gonna go down to the IHOP and smoke cigarettes and drink coffee.
You guys are all shit.
I just like my coffee black, please. Give me clove cigarettes.
Love cigarettes.
So moody.
I roll my own tobacco.
They have a fucking slam poetry thing in the back.
Yes.
Gross.
Woman.
Whoa, man!
Fucking god.
Excuse me. I asked for a large coffee. Hello.
It's like, are you kids gonna order anything?
Oh, did you mean a vente?
Just more coffee, please.
You want some pancakes? No. Just coffee.
What are those stupid French hats that people wear?
A beret?
A beret. He's going
Yeah.
to puts a beret on.
So
Yeah.
are we saying Kofun is goth?
He's goth moody.
He's goth.
He's
moody?
emo.
You know,
For sure.
Fuck seagulls.
Yes.
All right.
He does have a stupid haircut.
Poor Kofun.
So yeah, I get it.
The mushroom top?
Yeah.
That's in nowadays.
Is it?
It's popular.
Is it in 500 years from now?
Must be.
After the plague? It's gonna get some kid and play records going on in the
I
back.
don't know, man. I see a lot of kids
Still
with
don't
it.
understand why they have hairstyles.
Yeah, in the blind society, people aren't paying attention to how your
Yeah.
hair looks.
Maghra's even got some really cool braids going on.
She does.
I wonder if those are like books in her hair, where like
Yeah,
she just
for
like
sure.
reads stuff.
I guess if somebody just wants to
Makes
like play
notes.
with
She
her
can't-
hair.
Yeah, she can't sleep at night. She's just
Just
like,
reading.
once upon a time, our plan.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
All right. Maghra isn't happy that her worthless son almost got murdered and is pissed that the rogue Witchfinders are still drumming up anti-site sentiment, despite Tamakta June having already told them to fuck off somewhere else. Maghra declares that she wants all the rogue Witchfinders arrested and hung for treason, and Tamakti says that if she orders him to do that, he's going to quit. So Maghra decides to order Captain Gossett to do it instead, and Tamakti June doesn't appreciate being cucked by a loophole and fucks off.
I was so...
Well,
why?
He said, I'm gonna quit. And she's all like, fuck you. And she had her other dude go do it. So why would he get all bent out of shape? She
Because
called
he
his bluff.
wanted her. He wanted her to just back down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but like, why? Didn't he just go there and be like, all right, guys, get the fuck out of here. If you don't get the fuck out of here, I'm going to kill you. He just said
literally
that.
what he said. Yeah.
He didn't mean it.
He's like, oh no, I really got to kill my friends.
Yeah, like he said, he threatened them with the exact same thing that Maghra threatened them with, and he gets all pissed at her.
And he even had a big fight with
what's his face?
Lucian to prove his point.
Yeah,
and he won, and he told him knock it off,
and they didn't listen. So by all rights, Tamakta should be like, I got this.
By all rights, they should have like one more chance.
Also, they almost killed the heir to the throne.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of something that
the queen's son.
You know what got me about this episode is that Tamakta Jun specifically says, he's like, we can't do that because it violates due process.
You can't go rounding up and executing citizens without due process.
And I'm like, you're in a monarchy. How do you have due process? It's whatever the monarch says is the law. So like you have the law.
Yeah.
And also, like, where was all that due process in the years where Tamakta Jun was like in the woods shoving shivs in people's ears and like looking for the two twins who have sight that he's now protecting?
I kind of miss old Tamakta Jun.
He forgot more about murder than you'll ever know.
We need his buddy to come back. The
albino guy.
Yeah. What if the leader of the Ganite army somehow survives and he comes over that mountain and it turns out it's Sylvester Stallone and he's wearing his Judge Dredd outfit and he's like, you're in violation of due process. I am the law.
So what you're saying is all this blind shit is just out in the wasteland and Mega City 1 is over.
Oh, they're in Cursed Earth?
They're in Cursed Earth.
Cursed Earth.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be kind of wild.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I'm in.
This
world exists within the Judge Dredd world.
Spaceship flies over.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, Altoona did look like the wasteland.
Very much so.
Altoona. All right, continue on.
All right. Back in Trevantis, the Triangle is meeting, and Joe Flanagan is back and advocating for war against those weak Pensa bitches. The people advocate for patience and that they should let Ambassador Trover return before making a decision about war with Pensa, and the bank agrees. However, Flanagan isn't happy about this, but defers to the majority opinion, at least until Hewlett gets back anyway.
Listen, man, I'm of the opinion now that the Trevantis government works way better than the Pensa one.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Everything works better in Trevantis.
Like, I'm kind of on the side of Trevantis. They've got the people's representative, they've got the bank's representative, and they got the military representative, and they collaborate on everything, and whatever is decided goes.
They got the guns, they got the numbers.
Nobody's
it's
being
a republic, basically.
Yeah, nobody's being like overly dramatic about shit. You know, it seems to work.
And they got this rogue scientist out there causing problems.
Yeah,
and they just think it's like they're like, what's going on? It's like we need to fix these problems. You know, I get it.
It seems like a well-oiled machine.
I agree.
It's too bad they're pro-slavery.
Whatever.
So, you mentioned before that you were going to give the show one episode to explain what happened with Hewlett, or else there would be hell to pay.
Yeah.
We're now 2 episodes past that point. What do you think?
Come on, guys. It's funny because I remember that and I'm like, man, they fucking really dropped the ball on that one. And then this episode came and I was like, oh, okay. We're doing other things. We're moving on. Don't worry about it. There's hidden trapdoors in rooms where people can't be found and terrible decision making.
Yeah, like every decision that Maghra makes in this season so far has been like really bad.
So bad.
She's so bad at ruling.
And she's so wishy-washy because she's like, okay, I'm going to kill my sister. No, I'm not going to kill my sister. Oh, we're going to kill my sister.
Oh, I lost my sister.
It's too hard to kill my sister. Oh, my sister has escaped.
And she tells everyone what she's thinking of doing. So obviously anyone who's not on board with her is just like, oh, she's probably going to like take too long to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
do my own thing.
Yeah, I'm going to go like thwart her plan.
Well, Harlan even said, he's like, I've gotten used to flopping back and forth between these two decisions you keep making. Like, this is as per usual for her for the last year.
She's kind of ineffective.
It's terrible. We said that last week, though. Maghra is not a great queen.
No.
But they keep presenting her like she's a wise and she's right.
I mean, they do that here too.
I mean, yeah. Everybody makes a smart decision once in a while. So
I just find it's funny that she's so worried about going to war with Trevantis, and yet like she tried to provoke that war by not handing over her sister.
Well, I kind of feel like she knows if they go to war, they're done.
They can't fight Trevantis.
They stand no chance.
Especially now that the war with the Ganites is over.
Yeah.
Especially because she doesn't have any army left.
Yeah, the army that she did have doesn't like
the
her.
Witchfinders all hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hidden tribes were a big part of that army at Green Hill Gap.
Most of them are dead now.
They're all dead. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like Baba was like the general in that war, and like he was missing for like a long time. There's so many things where she was like, just handing over Sibeth would have just solved all the problems.
Yeah.
And she couldn't do it. And it's like, well, if you really wanted peace, like you keep telling Baba Voss, then you would have handed over Sibeth the minute that baby came out.
Freaking Maghra. All right, keep going.
Back in Pensa, Charlotte is telling Hanawa she thinks her and Kofun should stay in the palace to make it easier to protect them. But with how shitty the palace guards are, it's probably not any easier than in the palace than literally anywhere else. But before Hanawa can tell Charlotte to fuck off because she doesn't want to be under house arrest, Charlotte senses that someone has managed to infiltrate the palace, sneak past the palace guards, and lay in wait inside Hanawa's room, proving Charlotte is far superior to any guard in Pensa, and the women of the compass should really be securing the royal family. Charlotte charges into Hanawa's room where Wren is hiding out and nearly kills Wren before Hanawa stops her. Wren and Hanawa have an emotional reunion, and Charlotte feels awkward with all the lesbian energy in the air and fucks off. Once they're alone, Wren tells Hanawa about why she deserted and the horrors she saw up in Altoona.
So this is the bit where like Charlotte's like, wait, there's somebody in your room.
Wait, I smell something.
Like, so she can hear the heartbeat? Is that what we're saying? How does she know there's somebody in the room? The breathing?
She feels it.
Charlotte
in the air.
Through a wall.
So can she not go and help the search for the queen?
You'd think she'd be able to sense her through the floorboards or
Something,
right?
Right? Yeah. I mean, at this point in time, we don't know where the queen is as far as the show's concerned. So like, we don't know if she's in the palace or not, but like she should be on the lookout.
I mean, it's pretty well established that the queen could have just walked out
Yeah.
at any time.
Yeah. I don't understand why she didn't.
It's so funny. Oh man,
It's a lot of questions.
she just like rode off with the Witchfinders.
Yeah.
Like they don't like her either.
They don't like her either, I
She's
guess.
the one that like.
She's going to, I'm curious how she's going to turn the tables on that though.
Yeah.
She's going straight to Tavantes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh.
She don't mean shit there though. What power does she have there?
They want to kill her in Trevanti.
I think she's going to team up with Tormund.
Tormata.
The chat is giving us suggestions as to how
Oh, okay.
she could have heard her there by her smell, have heard her breathing.
Yeah.
Maybe a floorboard creaking
creak.
or something.
Wait, there's somebody in your room.
One
I mean,
of
yeah.
the people trying to find her, whether it's an Aira, a Sentier, or a dog, just run them through the palace and see what they do. Just
Yeah.
Well, they would have
Woof, woof.
they would have had to have brought
Right
her
here.
to the cell in order to get like the scent and stuff like
Right.
that. So like you'd think, like I'm still of the poop beard theory. I think Sibeth was smearing poop on her face or something.
So gross. So gross.
if that turns out at the end of the season to be accurate, I'm gonna die.
You know
Is
what's
it-
weird is I don't see a lot of running water in this area, in this place. It's not a lot of showers and baths
Yeah.
being taken.
I mean, they got a pissing pole.
Well,
Yeah,
they
so-
did point out at a certain scene that that cell room smells like Sibeth, which is why they keep bringing Wolfie up there.
Yeah.
So like maybe like they couldn't smell her through like her own smell.
So, any thoughts on Wren returning? I mean, it was a
Oh, they had
little reunion.
they had a nice little dramatic scene. I thought it was well acted.
I want to know how she got in there.
she walked in.
She walked in. Nobody at this palace gives a shit. She just like
That's the
is
funny
this
part.
Is that the
It's like,
Pence's palace?
Oh, she can see, so she can just sneak around. It's all good.
But the other people who can see
I
can't.
mean, Baba Voss snuck in, and his dog
And his
snuck
dog.
in.
Yeah, no, that's the running joke. Is the guards
Yeah.
just are
Yeah.
so bad at their
The,
job.
the palace is the worst place to hide anything anywhere ever.
Yeah.
Unless
Unless
you're
you're
trying,
Sybeth.
unless you're
Yeah.
Sybeth and trying to be hidden.
All right, let's keep going.
Baby Wolfie is crying, and nothing Maghra does can get him to stop until Charlotte shows up and reminds Maghra how to help babies pass gas. And Wolfie immediately crop dusts both women. But you'd think they'd be used to that smell by now, since Baba Voss always smells like poop thanks to his poop pouches. Maghra takes a moment to thank Charlotte for protecting her kids, just as Hanawa comes to fetch her mother so Wren can tell her all about the Trevanti bombs. With Wren now backing up Baba's story, Harlan and Maghra are forced to face the reality that war with the Trevanti is inevitable. Wren makes it clear that this isn't the work of the Triangle, but a rogue military scientist named Dr. Rodney Tormata, and Baba Voss is instantly like, Hewlett! Baba Voss describes Hewlett as a man with no soul who will kill thousands, and we all at the Salty Nerd can attest to his bloodthirsty nature. Baba realizes Hewlett is the one who killed Bowlion. But that's not the only revelation. Wren informs them that Driller Morel is dead, and if they want to destroy the bombs, they have to go to the House of Enlightenment. Hanawa advocates for going to destroy the bombs and save their half-siblings because Tormata needs people with sight to refine the coal that's needed for the bombs. And the mention of coal immediately rings Harlan's alarm bells because he's been shipping a lot of Pensa coal to Trivanti lately. As Harlan fucks off, Baba Voss proposes he go with Hanawa and Kofun to free the children of Driller Morel and destroy the bombs. Reluctantly, Maghra agrees to Baba Voss's plan.
Why reluctantly? That's a great plan.
Yeah, and Kofun's like, I mean, what do you want to do? Just like go there and save everyone? Stupid.
With his Walkman.
You guys are like fucking idiots. You guys don't even know about pain.
He's still like, do you mean the... I love the way he acted this scene was pretty good because he was like, you mean the same people that tried to sell you to the Trivantians? Like, oh yeah, that did happen, huh?
Uh-huh.
These people totally threw you under the bus and sold you for
but
something.
Hannah was just like, I mean, who cares? They can see.
So they're both so dumb.
They're so dumb.
Yeah, Hannah was like, I'm gonna be in like,
I'm gonna go save my
I'm gonna
brothers.
save all my sighted brothers and sisters.
Like
because
they tried to kill you.
They're all just idiots too. They're all just morons. It's really funny.
Oh man! But I do agree with the plan. Like, okay, let's take our best warriors, Charlotte, Baba Voss, the two-sided kids. Let's go save these people and make sure we cut the head off the snake of this whole.
Also, you're
thing.
going to leave Pensa completely empty of anyone who can protect anyone, but that's fine.
Tamaktajune's still there,
Yeah.
but who knows what side he's on.
Yeah, but he's
anymore.
pissed off at the queen now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Maghra was reluctant because she doesn't want her kids going off in a potentially dangerous situation. Not that it's any less dangerous where they're currently at.
Yeah.
What she should do is tell them to go because they never listen to her.
They both almost been killed within the last 2 episodes in their home city. So like, send them off on a mission with Baba Voss. They're way safer that way, in my opinion.
She
But
should have gone and lived in the forest with him for the last year.
that would have been better for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also liked how this scene ended where basically Baba Voss goes up to Maghra and he's like, so, Wren's girl, what do you think?
So out of left field.
Hey man, whatever she's into.
Yeah, Maghra's like, I don't care.
It's fine. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, Maghra was more upset that she was a Trivantian than a woman.
I still would have been like, Kofun.
Our kids really know how to pick them up. At least she won't get pregnant.
At least they're not related.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the blood's not going to run thick with this one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like up in
man.
the mountain tribes, they probably did some funky shit up there.
Did nobody question why Harlan just fucked off in the middle of their meeting? He's like, coal. Like literally disappears the second they say something. Like nobody's like, Harlan, where are you going? Like, no.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about Harlan.
Nobody gives a shit.
Like Maghra wouldn't fuck him for like a whole year.
He's the smartest man in the room. It's ridiculous.
I like Harlan.
I like Harlan too.
I like Harlan.
He's one of my favorite characters.
Please,
on the
sure.
show.
Please let him rule. Just let him
I was
take
just
over.
genuinely curious if anybody even noticed that he left. Like, are they just like so absorbed in their own little family drama that they totally forgot he was even there? Like, what's going on?
Well, Hanawa obviously saw him.
This is true. Both the kids should have seen it. Like, Harlan, where are you going?
It's well established that Hannah was an idiot, though.
Both Hanawa and Kofun are the most unobservant sighted people you've
They're
ever
just
seen.
so overwhelmed with their own shit. Kofun's like, ugh, everyone's stupid. I hate them. I have this baby, and the queen's murderous, and she's also my aunt. And Hannah was just like, oh, I'm gay, and I have my girlfriend, and Hubba, our brothers and sisters.
Hanawa keeps giving Charlotte a ton of shit too.
It's like, all I really want is another hand job for my aunt.
The only thing that would have made this scene better is if Charlotte would have been like, where you going, Harlan?
Yeah.
Guess we'll talk later.
See you later.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who notices.
Yeah.
I need to go take a shit.
I 100% want the episode where it's all from the dog's perspective, everything that's happened in the last few episodes.
And he notices
And, like,
everything.
yeah, and the dog's like straight. And they're like, no, and he's like, no,
He's just,
no. Oh,
You just see
okay.
you see Sibeth just like peeking through a hole in the wall, and the dog's looking right at her.
She's totally right there.
She's right here, guys.
She's right there. Hey, anybody notice Harlan? Woof woof, Harlan. And they're like, no, and he's no.
Well,
Again?
do you
No,
remember
shut
when
up.
Baba was in the dungeon? He asked about No, and she's like, "Oh, he's up on the bed. He's eating and sleeping better than you are."
Yeah.
Do you know? Oh, I got confirmation that is in fact Jason Momoa's actual dog.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a good looking dog.
Does
That
his
is
name
good.
know?
No, it's it starts with an R. I can't remember what it was, like Rhea or something like that. Go ahead, Kate. Just continue on.
All right. At Trover's tent, she agrees to receive Harlan, who immediately puts a knife to her throat. Harlan confronts Trover about the weapons Baba Voss spoke of being real and that her government is planning an attack. Trover says to kill her or kiss her, but do something. And Harlan decides to believe her when she says she has no knowledge of these weapons or a planned attack, so Harlan gives her a kiss. Trover informs Harlan that Tormata is a military extremist, and Harlan informs her that Tormata's weapons are made using large quantities of coal. Turns out all the coal smuggled to Trivantis comes from Harlan, and he may have been supplying the weapons that are meant to destroy his very own city, a fact that he's understandably not too happy about. Trover theorizes that a rogue faction of the Trevanti government, led by Joe Flanagan, is planning to attack Paya and start a civil war within Trevanti. Harlan lies and tells Trover that they won't hand over Sibeth until they have assurances that this insurrection has been put down. Trover asks Harlan to come back with her to Trevanti so they can expose the rogue faction. Harlan knows it's risky, but agrees to sneak his magnificent cock into town for the sake of both Pensa and Trevanti. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, forget Baba Voss. It's Harlan's cock that just may save the day.
First you want to kiss me, then you want to kill me. Blow.
Low.
Again, guards are useless in this universe.
100%.
right? Just brings in a knife and puts it right to
Yeah,
the
where was her rape whistle when she needed it?
yeah. Oh, I mean, it was Harlan, so maybe she
She
trusted
was
him.
like, oh, are we doing this kind
Oh
of?
yeah. Maybe that's not the first time. Maybe they're into some freaky shit. What's up with you?
I think me and Jason Momoa have the same facial hair right now.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unkept gray.
Well, remember, technically, Baba Voss is like 50 something, 60. He's up there.
How old is Jason Momoa?
I don't know.
He's
40
probably in his
something,
40s, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Baba Voss, because remember, he was already in his 30s when the kids were born, and then it was 17 years within season 1,
Yes.
and then another couple. Like, yeah, he's
He's probably like 50.
I like
in
that part
this.
where he's walking around and Maghra's like, you'll injure yourself. And he's like, I'm always injured.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I did like that.
I
It was
love
nice.
how they're just kind of like taking Momoa's Baba Voss character. And they're giving him a little bit of humor and a little bit of camp this season.
Yeah.
You know, with that comment and with the breaking down of the
door. Yeah.
in the prison.
It's like,
and stuff.
sorry, I broke your door. It's like just
It's
another thing to fix.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
Hannah was woman. What do you think?
he's like, exactly. That's exactly it. And it's
Jason
like,
Momoa is only 43.
okay, there we
okay.
go.
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel like he's taking himself a little less seriously this season. You know what I mean? And
I think-
I'm into it. I like it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. The tone's gonna switch it up a little bit towards the end when like
Yeah.
the fighting starts, because there's a couple scenes in the trailer that looked fucking epic. So I think they're having some humor right now, and then once the fighting starts, things are gonna kind of crank it up a little bit. But I do like Momoa. Even in the next scene we're gonna talk about in a minute when he's got the baby, he's like, oh, baba baba.
That's cool.
I fucking love that shit.
That's cool. I had no problem with that.
All right, continue on, Katie.
All right. Baba fetches Wolfie from Charlotte, telling her, oh, BT dubs, you're coming with us to the House of Enlightenment. Cool?
Yeah.
Cool. Then goes and finds Kofun to lecture him on how not to be a weak bitch, deadbeat dad. Though considering Papa Baba raised Kofun, he might not be the best at giving fatherly advice. Baba talks about how being a father is a never-ending state of fear and failure, and that fatherhood is a battle you fight with your heart, and Kofun has the strongest heart of any man he's ever met. And we're all wondering how many men Baba Voss has met exactly. Baba then hands his grandson to Kofun and then goes and fucks Maghra.
Yep.
Yep.
They didn't
Charlotte's
really
like, I I'm going on an adventure.
Yeah. No, but I love.
I feel like Baba Voss is a little out of touch with his kid here.
A little bit.
He's been gone a year.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tofun's been like this for more than a year. Remember last season when he was trying to teach him, like, remember, son, when you stab a man in the heart, make sure you turn to the left a little bit, twist it a little bit, and
the
feel.
only one who could teach Kofun anything was his lover Toad. Toad is gone now, and Kofun is completely lost.
Yeah, remember how Boba Voss literally bitch slapped Kofun for being such a weakling?
Yes, that was season 2. That was a great moment.
That's what he needs. Baba Voss needs to bitch slap his son's ass
again,
a few times.
Again. Yeah.
No. Wrong.
But I did enjoy this little back and forth between, the talking about like being a father and stuff. It was good.
Yeah,
good little lecture.
Don't be a deadbeat dad thing it worked.
I dig it. And
there was a couple scenes in this episode that were a little more serious and that were fun. Like the PTSD scene with
Wren.
With Wren.
Oh, did we pass that already?
We're getting to it.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we passed already. I'm sorry, but that was well acted, and this was well done, and you know, the little uplifting messages that should be.
Charlotte's reaction when Baba Voss took the baby, and she was just like, "Thank you, Charlotte."
Oh,
yes,
God.
no problem, Baba Voss.
Yeah. Perfect. I loved it. Charlotte's amazing. She's got
my second favorite character behind Harlan.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
She's got the greatest commentary on these episodes. Like, ugh. Thank you, Charlotte.
Well, remember when she was about to murder Wren, and Hannah was like, "Stop, it's Wren." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
just flips on a dime.
Oh, all right, cool.
There's some little sprinklings of fun humor
for sure.
That have been inserted into this show.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Little nuggets of goodness.
Yeah.
I really do wish that Hoon Lee would have come back as Toad with this one. Like I was really pissed when they killed him off.
Ghost of Toad.
Like I would have loved to have seen kind of like a master apprentice thing between him and Kofun.
Yeah.
And like the whole like Toad and Paris like romance, like
that was great stuff.
Yeah. All of it was great, and they just like cut it off.
The Toad, Paris, Kofun love triangle.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you, Toad.
Moment of silence for Toad.
Moment of silence for Toad. All right. I think I said my piece with this moment. I like the back and forth between Archie and Jason, the whole father chalk thing. And then I do like that he just like takes the baby, puts him down, gives him the whatever his name is, Kofun, and then fucking bails.
He basically said,
"This is yours.
Take care of your kid."
Yeah. This is your responsibility now. Here you go.
Here, take this.
And he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody ever does.
Yeah, you got to roll with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Yep.
And that's pretty real.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's 100% real. And that's why I liked it.
Uh-huh.
And then he just leaves and he's like, all right, I'm going to go bang my wife.
Is the baby still freaking you out?
When Charlotte was holding it and it was like this tiny little baby head. Yes. Yeah. But ever since then, I think that's just been like a sack. They're just carrying around like a bundle.
I am impressed with the baby CGI.
Alex is afraid of babies.
I'm terrified of babies.
They've got small hands.
I legit don't hold other people's kids. Like, I
guess your little one's past this stage. So
yeah.
He's 2? He's 2 now?
No, not yet.
But he's past the
oh God, don't break it. Yeah.
Rubber stage.
Yeah. I had a bad experience when I was a teenager with one of my nephews, and I do not hold other people's babies ever.
He's going into the cute twos.
He did.
So
yeah.
So Baba Voss and Maghra's post-coital exchange was kind of interesting, where he's basically like, hey, you're still at war, you just refuse to accept it.
She's so blind.
Yeah.
No pun intended. No pun intended.
You nailed it, buddy.
Sorry. She's so oblivious to like what's actually happening in the world that she's supposed to be ruling. And Baba's just like, you're always going to be at war. Yeah. There's never going to be a peacetime for you. So like this whole dream that you're all going to live in this wonderful palace and live a great life and be the queen, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's the way she goes about every decision that she makes. Like when she was like, I have to give them my sister because I want peace and I want to spare us from war. I'm also not going to do that and they'll just have to deal with it. Yeah. Like you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Does Maghra, is she rocking the voice a little bit?
I think she
is, right?
Yeah.
I'm not imagining that. I'm not imagining that.
No, you're not. She's definitely pulling in a little bit of Sibeth in there.
Remember when we were talking to Sylvia Hooks, she said that they spent time together to kind of play off of each other, like be like, okay, we're sisters. What makes us seem like sisters?
Like I caught the way she was eating in episode 2 or something.
Yeah.
And it's
maybe that's why I'm kind of digging Maghra right now. Because she's like,
got a little bit of crazy to it.
a little bit of crazy. I'm kind of like
There's your girl eating right now.
Speaking of crazy, we got to talk about Queen Caine in this episode. Let's get going.
All right. Hey, everyone. Renawa is back, but Wren is all emo about being a deserter and still loves Ito like a father, even though he built these horrible weapons that have given her PTSD. Hanawa tries to comfort her by telling Wren that she's only human, and then they start totally making out. While his sister is getting it on with her lover, Kofun goes to Sybeth's cell to visit his lover, Aunt Handy. Turns out, in case you didn't already hate Kofun enough, he hid Sybeth in a convenient cubbyhole in her cell that only sighted people could find. Yes, Sybeth has been beneath her cell all along, and Kofun is responsible for it. He brings her food and tells Sybeth that he's leaving for a few days, and Sybeth isn't happy about that news. Like an idiot, Kofun tells Sybeth about the new Trivantian weapons, and Sybeth is now all about these weapons of mass destruction because every evil queen needs big bombs, don't you know? Sybeth, however, is still impatient and wants to leave her captivity, but Kofun tells her this is about Wolfie, not her, and then fucks off. Turns out Sybeth's servant, Harmony, was hiding in a cubbyhole, and yet again, Kofun couldn't see a blind person hiding. Harmony tells Sybeth other plans are in the works to get her out of Pensa, and hands Sybeth her arm shank back, and Sybeth sheathes the deadly fucker in her wrist with an almost orgasmic sigh.
It's a perfect fit. I fucking loved it. It was so good.
Darkness, my old friend.
I fucking love Sylvia in this episode. She is extra. Extra. And I was like here for it. I loved it.
We got to see her munching on some treats.
Oh yeah. No, when she was upset, like talking to Kofun and getting mad and there's like food falling out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
The mouth noise that she makes while she's eating, it's like a little chipmunk just
I didn't pick up on that.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna have to rewatch.
Every time she's talking and she's like eating while she's talking, there's just shit falling out of her mouth.
It's like ASMR.
It's amazing. Okay, so we got to talk about this fucking trap door. Has this been here the whole time?
It's just a door.
The whole fucking time?
Listen, it's not even a trap door. It's just a door.
A door
in the floor
that goes to an underground cubby
behind those cog statue things that we were making fun of a couple episodes. It's like, what are those there for? Oh, to hide the secret door in the floor. Whoa, goddamn stupid blind people. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Did they not know?
It's like Hanawa never saw the door. Kofun obviously found the door, so Kofun is smart. You know, it's like,
you are smart.
You are smart. You can open the door.
No, but like for real, like jokes aside, what the fuck?
It's like there's just a door.
Has this hidden passage underneath this thing has been there the entire time?
Would have been funny if the door was just a satellite dish.
It's just like they just roll it out of the way. And like they go down there and there's a whole like underground pantry.
There's a room in
but
there.
It's only one level below where they were before. So the Airas that came in there, they can't hear underneath the floorboards where she's hiding?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't get
We
it.
found the Aiura's kryptonite.
You would
floorboards?
You would think the Airas would be able to like hear her heartbeat or something.
Yes.
Right? Oh, they're 35 heartbeats away. They can hear shit a mile away.
Yeah, it's like 160 soldiers, 47 horses.
If the Aiura can hear heartbeats miles away, why couldn't they hear that there is a fucking cavern underneath this room that we're standing
you'd think
on?
that their staffs would have like alerted them to the fact that there's something underneath it.
Yeah, it's hollow.
Yeah, it's
or like
really
why did
bad.
Tamakta June know?
Maybe Sibeth can like hide her heartbeat.
Maybe.
That is something that should have been introduced earlier.
Come on, guys.
I was like,
at least make it a secret room that's like not directly underneath.
Okay,
them.
so
I want to know what Kofun's plan was here, because basically, he's the one who sprung Sibeth before he knew that his father was back, and he says that this was for Wolfie, even though like he doesn't want anything to do with Wolfie at this point when he hides Sibeth. And so like his whole thing is like, why are you saving this woman who took advantage of you and is pretty much evil, kills a bunch of people, killed Paris, who's basically like your grandmother, for the sake of, you would want Wolfie to get away from her for his sake. So like, I don't understand any of Kofun's logic in this.
Also,
I'm sorry, did you just say Kofun's logic?
Kofun has no logic.
I'm glad you caught that. Also, he's so shitty at doing things in general, that his big plan to free her is to just keep her there.
We're gonna free you by jailing you.
Like when she went missing in the last big reveal, Sybeth escaped. I was like, okay, so she like escaped, unlocked her chains, and bailed out a window somewhere, and like got out of town.
I just thought she walked out.
I thought she left.
Yeah.
That seemed logical to me.
My first thought was, is she hiding somewhere in the palace?
Yes.
Yes!
And the funny thing is, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern would have had to have let Kofun in.
Well, they did that all the
Right.
time, right? Yeah, because he went in there.
Yeah, but then they would have said like, well, the last person to see the queen or Sibeth before she disappeared was Kofun. So you'd think Maghra and Baba Voss would track him down and be like, hey, what happened when the last time you saw Sibeth?
Well, look, dude, they do. It's not like they keep a logbook, you know.
I can just see, Baba Voss come, hey, where's your baby mama?
I don't know, Dad. I believe him.
Yeah,
He's got a big heart.
this whole scenario here really was like, what?
The thing that killed me is there was a blind person hiding from Kofun and he couldn't see
And
them.
it was like behind a curtain.
How do blind people know how to hide?
I don't know. Like, I guess she just went because how big is this hidden room that they
Well,
have?
there's obviously a whole another floor of shit.
A subfloor underneath the floor,
Yeah.
and they just never knew about it.
I guess.
Does Maghra not? Harlan,
Harlan
this
should
is
know.
his fucking house. You're telling me that dude doesn't know about a hidden passage?
He's also a smuggler. He would know where all like the nooks and
Right?
Probably used to hide his coal there.
Or his women?
It was big dick. I gotta put my dick in the storage facility. It's taking up too much of the room.
It's one hell of a dick.
Seriously, that was probably his room.
Like, very well could have been.
Well, because that was Sybeth's room.
Right, her cell.
And she took over his room. That's his room.
He knows about that.
He knows.
Is he in on it?
No, I don't think so.
I'm so confused.
You're like, I had that little hidden room there all the time. That's really cool.
It's like, I forgot to tell you guys. There's a door.
That's my dick room. Forgot to tell you about my dick room.
It's my secret sex room.
It's my sex
My
dungeon.
sex dungeon. Yeah. Got a swing in there. So
Nobody asked why they had chains in that room to begin with.
Yeah.
No, but the dungeon was like the sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Boba broke it.
Okay. Boba.
Baba.
Baba.
Papa Baba.
Baba Baba.
Bubba Voss.
All right, let's keep going.
All right. Yeah, but I think this was the scene that angered me the most.
Yeah,
watching this
yeah.
episode.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
It's
because
insane.
because not only did it not make any sense, but it just made you hate Kofun
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's such an idiot.
Because if there was any shred of you not hating him already, this
Just
probably sealed it.
It's like the Tropper and the writers. They say, okay, everybody hates Kofun anyway.
double down.
Let's just make him reprehensible.
Let's lean into it.
Let's do it.
Archie owns that shit
Oh,
though.
yeah. Good for him. Good
that,
for him.
Absolutely. That back and forth between Archie and Sylvia when they're like going back and forth and he finally is like, just shut up, would you? And then like he walks away. Like, that back and forth was great.
I really hope we get to talk to him someday.
I messaged him to make sure. I was like, hey man, you're killing it this season. And he's like, thanks for all the love, guys.
It's like, I fucking hate you, but I love you at the same time. Same way with Sylvia.
Yeah.
Because, I cannot, her character is the worst. But
She owns it.
just owns
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
All right. The rogue Witchfinders have been rounded up and put in a stockade. Tamaktajun goes to visit Lucian Bray and demands they renounce their anti-site position so he can convince Maghra to spare them. But Lucian Bray is all like, nah, I'm good. Go away now. So Tamakti goes and fucks off. In the town square, the anti-site captives are all assembled, and Maghra orders the hanging of the 3 Witchfinders who killed Rove and O. But when it comes time to kill the other rogue Witchfinders, she decides to show mercy for their previous service at Green Hill Gap, and orders them all not to preach against site anymore, and Lucian and his peeps are all like, yeah, sure, no problem, psych, and then fuck off. Tamaktajun tells Maghra she did the right thing, but knowing how bad of a ruler Maghra is, everyone knows it was probably not the right thing.
The only thing I have to say about this sequence was I thought it was really metal that they put bells on the feet of the men they were hanging.
Oh, yeah.
So
That
that
was
they
great.
could tell when they were done swinging.
We
And they
were,
like,
Standard operating procedure.
I was like, that's fucking
I
dark.
actually watch partied this with our
Oh, you
Discord.
did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, cool.
And we were like, hey, those bells, that's a cool little moves. Like when the bells quit ringing.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
When the bells ringing, they stop swinging.
that was a good little touch. I like that.
I loved it too. It was really cool.
How do blind people hang somebody and know?
Put a fucking bell on their shoelaces,
yeah,
bro.
Exactly.
Dark.
For whom
It's
the
good.
bell tolls.
Yeah, I like it.
That was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Real quick, another like prop design thing I wanted to bring attention to, because I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but all the furniture in the queen's room is all made out of like old cellos. Did you notice that the baby's crib is made out of a cello?
Oh, I
It's kinda
didn't.
cool.
And it's got like
cello case.
cello case, and then it's got the neck and stuff like that with the twirly wood and stuff. That's
neat.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is also the scene where Kofun sings that weird rendition of "This Land Is Your Land" to Wolfie.
Yeah.
Which it's different enough to be like, okay, I can believe this was 500 years in the future, but at the same time,
I think it has a deeper meaning though, right?
Oh.
Isn't he trying to say that like sighted and blind people are sharing the land?
well,
I think you're giving him a lot of credit.
Am I giving him a lot of credit?
well, it's the first fatherly thing he's done to that baby.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's the
singing
title of the
lullaby.
episode. This land is your land. Like he's I think there is a meaning behind it, but it's
I think it's funny how they know lyrics to old songs that were never around.
I read it in a book.
Well, remember that chest of 500-year-old books that was underneath a waterfall?
It was in his Journal Morel books.
Yeah, for in that chest. Yeah, that's where they learned it from. Maybe.
So I had a real issue with Maghra's strategy with this thing. So like I agree that like sparing the bulk of the rogue witchfinders was a smart thing to do, but one thing you never do is let the leader who's been fomenting dissent against you go. So I would have been like, like I'm going to kill Lucian Bray, and are there any volunteers to die with him if you really believe in his message? And then like whoever stepped up, you hang those people next, and then be like, okay, the rest of you are free to go. But when you let the ringleader go with his ring,
it's like, I got away with it.
it's not a wise move because like they're just going to keep doing like they proved that with Tamakta-Jun. Tamakta-Jun went out there, beat the crap out of Lucian Bray, and was like, okay, you guys need to leave. And they didn't leave. They came back and they started preaching again. So I don't understand the thought process behind, Maghra just like letting them all like go.
Well, she just didn't want to be known as the queen that murdered everybody.
Well, she wouldn't have had to murder anyone except the leader, you know?
I think it would have been the leader and the dudes who actually tried to kill Kofun. That made sense to me. But there would have been 4 instead of 3 hanging, and then let the rest of them go.
I really honestly didn't have a huge issue with her decision.
Cut the head off the snake.
It felt like a very Maghra thing to do.
Well, you mean dumb?
Yeah, maybe.
Another word for
But
it.
at least it was in character with her.
It was a half measure though. Like that's the problem is like as a leader.
She was trying to appease Tamakta-Jun a little bit there because she needs him. All right. She needs Tamakta-Jun.
Yeah.
So
for sure. All right, let's get going.
All right. In the palace, apparently there are no more guards anywhere because Sybeth just murdered her baby's nanny and is about to abscond with her child when Daddy Baba shows up looking for Kofun. Sybeth pulls her shank and threatens to kill Wolfie, but Baba draws his sword and threatens to kill Sybeth, but Sybeth threatens to kill Wolfie again, and we're in a good old-fashioned standoff as Baba holds his sword to Sybeth's neck. Then Kofun shows up and is all like, what the fuck is happening? Because even with the power of sight, Kofun can't process what he sees. And just when Baba Voss didn't think he could be any more disappointed in his worthless son, Sybeth reveals that it was Kofun who helped free her and hide her. Kofun reveals to Sybeth that Wolfie can't see and her prophecy is bullshit, and now there's even less reason for Sybeth not to kill her baby. And once more, Kofun gets snuck up on by a blind person as handmaid Harmony literally stabs Kofun in the back. Well, one good stab deserves another, and Baba Voss stabs Harmony through the gut with his sword and then breaks her neck as Sybeth escapes and an injured Kofun crawls to his baby that his crazy baby mama left on the floor as she magically teleports out of Pensa, and none of the palace guards bother to stop her or investigate the commotion. The end.
This was infuriating.
really,
Okay, it was infuriating, but it was
really-
fucking
I
awesome.
really liked this scene.
It was great.
It was like this is getting really bonkers for the last 2 minutes of this episode.
I was fucking stressing when that lady, when the camera pans and you see the lady in the pool of blood. I was like, oh shit, Sibeth, like she fucking shanked that shit.
Yeah,
and then she's sitting there with the baby, and then like Baba walks in, and that was like, oh shit,
Oh, it's going down.
oh shit,
It's going down
And
right
I was
now.
like, Sibeth,
And he fucking
give me the baby, and he's like, I'm gonna kill the baby, I'm gonna do it, and I was like, don't.
when he
I was
had,
fucking on the edge of my seat.
Okay,
I love-
but go ahead.
I loved how he like got his sword to her neck.
Yeah.
That was intense. It's like, oh shit. It's like,
And she was freaking out too. Did you see the face she made?
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, but
That was
she's
good.
like, oh, I have my knife to the baby's neck.
Yeah.
And he still is able to get his sword on her neck. The whole time I was like, just slit her throat. Just slit her throat. Slit her throat.
It was so stressful. I was like, don't hurt the fucking baby. I'm pretty sure that's what Baba was thinking
She
too.
like threw that baby on the floor
she didn't give a
anyway.
shit. Once
she dropped it on her way out.
Once she realized it couldn't see, she was like, fuck it.
Fuck that gross baby.
Isn't that wild? That's
It's
wild.
super wild,
That
dude.
is so in her character though.
Absolutely.
I mean, if Baba Voss had just slit her throat where she stood holding the baby, she would have fallen down and the baby would have just landed on top of her. It's a softer landing than the one he did get.
So why didn't Kofun just like, go over and go,
Just take the baby.
Yeah.
No,
Or
the
take her
knife.
shank
Or take her
away.
shank
Take the
away.
knife away, just take the shank. It's like, I got a bitch.
What now?
That would have required thought process. Kofun doesn't think things through, man.
Even if she like got a little cut on the baby, it'll heal. Babies are made out of rubber.
They really are.
It's no
They
big
really
deal.
are. My kid.
They were gonna give him the facial recognition
Yeah.
cuts anyway. This
Right?
is his.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but dude, the running gag of like blind people able to sneak up on Kofun, it just like
It's
it keeps
ridiculous.
going.
Yeah,
It's
it keeps going.
ridiculous, yeah.
I love that they fucking skewered that bitch though. They just fucking right to the wall, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
just like hanged over there. Boba's such a fucking
Well,
savage.
it was
I don't know why,
it was like Baba when he like got to the queen. He like he knew she had the baby,
Mm-hmm.
so he went from up the top and went down or some weird shit instead of going up to where he like got the baby.
Yeah.
he like just found her neck and went and it's like it was right there, right?
Savage.
Every time I see someone break someone's neck in like a show or,
Oh,
a,
it's not
or a movie
realistic
or
at all.
something, no, but I'm like into it. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's so cool. I'm like, yeah, break her neck.
After I skewered her to the wall, I just got to make sure.
To the window.
I get really frustrated that like Sybeth obviously like she just left that room and you just know that like the next episode they're going to pick up, it's like days later, it's like, oh, I can't believe Sybeth got away. It's like, how did she like get from that room
She's probably
out of the
still in her
palace?
Well-
dick room.
She's just hid underground.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Kofun knows where the dick room is now, and so like he could
Dude,
tell
he's
Baba.
too stupid to go look for her.
He's not
He's
gonna
like,
tell
she
anybody.
must be gone. Oh.
He's not going to tell anybody about the room because he needs his little secret getaway pad when
When he wants to go listen to The Cure
Yeah.
by himself.
when he needs to go be emo. And,
Yeah.
They'll never find me.
Anyway,
Fucking sheep.
This is the episode. This is the part of the episode that left me like. I love that they ended it on this because it was terrifying. Like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I love the back and forth
it
between
was really intense.
Sibeth and Jason
Yeah.
or Sibeth and Baba. I was like, that was a cool moment.
Yeah.
Sibeth's like super evil queen at that moment. She's like, I'll kill it.
She does the same thing that she did with Maghra, where she's basically like daring him to kill her.
Yeah.
You know, one of the interesting strategies about Sibeth is like every time she's in a corner, she just freaking doubles down and goes harder with her stance, where most people would be like, okay, I'm going to retreat.
Yeah.
Well, just do it, Baba.
Just go ahead
Go ahead and cut my throat.
and kill your grandson.
okay.
Oh, that when she was like, you killed your brother.
Yeah.
You killed whoever the fuck
Is there
else.
anybody in
Your father.
family-
Yeah, that's right. You
Yeah.
killed your
Is there
father.
any-
Killed your
anybody
brother.
in your- is there anybody in your family you're not going to kill?
Oh, what a savage move.
Yeah, he's like,
Such a fucking crazy bitch.
She's a
The
crazy
writers are giving her everything.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
100%. I loved it. It was a great moment.
And they're taking everything from Kofun.
No.
he deserves it though. God, he's such a pud.
He's got a fucking 4-inch knife in his kidney.
You know, I don't know how anybody can impregnate anybody with a 2-inch dick. It's unbelievable.
Are you kidding me? That kid's fucking 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's hung.
I don't know. It's just unreal.
Him and Harlan, hell of a dick.
He might not know how to use it.
Kofu's like, so what do you use this room for?
It's like, oh, that's the wrong hole. Sorry. I can't do anything right. My name's Kofun.
Yeah. Kofun's the prince. You think that he could have more of a selection than just his aunt.
Oh, God. Fucking Kofun. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
A little bit.
How about Harlan's side piece? She's kind
The
of
Trevantis chick?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, if Harlan was ruling, he could just do like a marriage union
Between the two of them.
and combine their kingdoms.
Yeah.
I love how Harlan and Maghra just have this marriage of convenience, and like Harlan don't give a fuck,
What
and
is he
Maghra's like
getting out of
banging
this?
his. Yeah,
He's
it's just.
getting I don't know. He's just playing cover for the Baba Voss family.
Yeah.
Like they literally just throw a wrench in everything they touch.
They were a fiefdom of Payan, you know, so he probably has some loyalty ingrained in him too.
Well, they grew up together, right? Maghra and him grew up together.
Yeah. So I get it.
Here's what it is. Anyway, this episode ended on a great note. I loved it. Great ending. Cool. It almost made me forget about the ridiculous trapdoor.
It's preposterous.
Almost.
Preposterous.
Anyway, final thoughts, Vee?
Just bring it, guys. let's just go all in.
Just do it.
It's like you have to kill Kofun. He can't live. He can't live. He's ridiculous at this point. I don't even know if there's any redeeming how dumb he is at this point. Right? Is there a redemption arc?
He's now the only person.
Is there a redemption arc for Kofun?
He's going to take care of Wolfie.
In the last 6, Papa Baba can take care of Wolfie.
Yeah.
Wolfie Van Halen.
Maybe. I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
Look, as ridiculous as the show has gotten again, I'm still having a super lot of fun. We have a lot of fun talking about it. You know, the show it's a special show for me. It's still weird watching this show and going, hey, I talked to that guy. I talked to that guy. That guy's on our show every other week. You know, it's cool. You know, so it's a lot of fun. Am I shilling a little bit? Yes, I can't help it at this point, but it's fun.
If this is us shilling, I'd hate to see it.
Yeah,
like going after something hard.
We talk mad shit about stuff,
but they love it.
We always have.
We get messages. I get messages on Instagram. People are like, "Go hard on this one, guys."
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
I mean, it's not Invasion bad. You know, I literally despise that show.
There was no redeeming comedic quality to Invasion.
This show, I really think Tropper has just embraced
the camp,
the ridiculousness of this show, and it's fun.
Yeah,
so, that's where it shines.
Jude, final thoughts.
Snap my neck and burn it down. I'm having a great time with this season.
Cool, right on. Kadish, final thoughts.
This was my least favorite episode so far. It's like every single episode I see of this show, it's my least favorite episode. It's my new least favorite episode. I really had hope that they were going to do something cool with Kofun this season, and it's just like, no, they're just making me hate him more. And none of this stuff makes any sense. But I'm having fun, you know, kind of talking about it with you guys like we normally do. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm kind of dreading what's coming next week, but you know, I'm in for the long haul. So
yep. Let's finish this off with a bang.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what happens. I want to see.
I can't wait for
Sibeth. I want the most ridiculous death in the world for her.
Yeah.
If she even dies, she's probably gonna live.
I just want Hewlett to come back. He was the best part of this show.
I want next episode for Harlan to go, oh shit, I forgot to tell you about my dick room. That's my bad, you guys.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this episode. Comment below what you thought if you're watching along with us. We are having a blast over here, guys. If you'd like to support us, if you're brand new here, like, subscribe, comment, help us grow the channel. V, where can they find you on the socials, bud?
You can find me at Matt Baders74 on the Twitter and the Facebook and the places. I'm out there poking buttons, poking the bears.
The bears.
The bears. You know, twisting you know,
the nipples,
throwing shit at the hornet's nest out there. It's kind of fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jude.
You can find me at I am Jude Juju on Instagram and on TikTok.
All right. Matthew Kadish.
You can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish on Twitter. KadishBooks.com takes you to our Amazon page. And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a 5-star rating. That really helps us out.
Please.
All right. And if you're on the production crew of C and you're reaching out to us via Instagram, thank you guys. We love hearing from you. It's great knowing that you guys are having as much fun as we are with the show and our discussions of it. So thanks for being there. Really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. That's it for today's episode. Thanks, guys. Tune in next week. We're going to talk about episode 4. We'll be there. Stay salty.